them right, get them right. Get them right, get them right. Get them right, get them right.
Okay, so like I said last week, the Unforgettable Forgetter is a VODCAST, not a vlog. I'm gonna call it a VODCAST, like podcast, but VOD, like video. If you don't get it, that's what I'm calling it. It's a VODCAST that inspires others to reach their highest potential in the aspects of social well-being, mental well-being, emotional well-being, spiritual well-being, and physical well-being. All right, moving right along. What I forgot this week. What I forgot this week was to contact a friend, right? So I pretty much gave this person my word, and I fit them in. I tried to fit them or schedule them into or in between 2 trips. So I went out of town, came back in town, and then went out of town again. And I forgot. I forgot. So she finally called me back, or texted me back. She didn't call. She texted me back, and she just said that she's tired of the empty promises, clutches, pearls, and gasp. Yeah, empty promises. Like I say, like if I say that I'm going to meet her somewhere and I don't, or I say that I'm going to call and I don't call. And I will say that alludes to the fact that I say yes to too much stuff. Yeah, I try to do too much stuff. So, method to fixing the madness. I'm saying no to a lot more things. Everything. If it doesn't help me or my children directly, I'm saying no. Nope, I can't do it. I want to. I do. Trust me, my heart wants to do it. But my mind says no because I have too much to do. The other thing that I'm going to do is, important people that I say yes to, I'm going to use my calendar app in my iPhone. It's there for a reason, people. And Jian needs to use it. And I don't use it that much. I don't. People will send me these calendar invites and the stuff will just sit in there without me accepting it because it's kind of overstimulating. But I'm going to start accepting those invites and using my calendar. So, that's how I'm going to fix the madness. And I still got my debit card from last week. Yup, sure do. Alright, health topic of the week. Last week, you remember we talked about water, so I hope you guys have been drinking your water. This week we're talking about sleep. Sleep is so important to all aspects of our well-being, people. So important. Jian strives for 7 hours of sleep every night. Do I get that every night? No, because I have 3 boys and some other stuff, you know, that happens, like phone calls or different things like that. So I don't always get my 7 hours, but I strive for 7 hours. And is it about quality versus quantity? Absolutely. So if I can get 5 good hours of sleep versus trying to lay down for 9 hours, then those are 2 different things. All right. So in short, what I'm trying to say is, I'm going to use myself for example. If I am attempting to go to sleep so that I can get 7 hours of being in the bed, really I am striving to get 5 quality hours of sleep. What's quality sleep? Quality sleep is when you are in your REM cycle for a certain amount of time. It is when you wake up rested, like you don't feel tired. Now if you're in the bed for 7 hours, then you wake up, you still sluggish and tired, that means that you had too much on your mind. That means that you were not in your REM cycle, or you did not get REM cycle sleep, enough REM cycle sleep during your resting period. Yeah, it means that you could have sleep apnea, you're snoring, or you're not breathing correctly. There's a lot of things that go into the quality of sleep. But if you are a pretty healthy individual, then what we should just strive to do is go to sleep at a decent hour, you know, even if we have a lot of stuff on our mind, and then wake up at an early hour. Okay, so in order to get stuff off your mind, write down the stuff that is clouding your mind. It's called journaling. I do it all the time. That's method number 1 to help increase quality of sleep. Second method is put down your devices. So your cell phones, your tablets, your computers, and your televisions, okay? Because they have blue light in them. So I believe it's something like for every 30 minutes of screen time with blue light exposure, you are like decreasing the quality of sleep by an hour. That's a whole hour. So if you're trying to get 5 hours of quality sleep because you're laying down in order to get 7 hours of rest, that means that you've already bumped it down to 4 hours. So you're already going to wake up sluggish. Okay, so put down the devices. If you can't put down the devices, then you do have apps. Okay, iPhone users, you have the nighttime mode on your phone. Droid users, I don't do y'all, but I'm pretty sure that y'all have something very similar, and I can put some stuff in the description box for you guys. And if you have a computer, there's this app called F.lux. It's F.lux, and you can set what time you want the red light exposure. First time saying that, the red light exposure. So red light is better for our eyes. If you think about our ancestors, how they used to sit around a campfire, and the reddish, orangish color from the flames. So what happens with your nighttime mode for your for all of my iPhone users, you know, it makes it look sort of red. It makes your screen looks red. Same thing with F.lux. It makes your screen on your computer look like this reddish color. And they have other devices for televisions in addition to some glasses. So you guys do some research on that so that you can increase your quality sleep, because sleep is very important for aging, is very important for our digestive system, and it's really important for how we think the next morning. Yeah, so maybe I need to increase my quality of sleep. All right, health highlight. I don't have a community health highlight, but I do have a national health highlight. This guy is my mentor. He doesn't know it yet. I have contacted him before multiple times, and we are going to collaborate in the future. Yeah, his name is Shawn Stevenson. Don't know if you guys have heard of Shawn Stevenson, but he is a health and fitness expert in the industry. He has a podcast, one of the longest running podcasts, health podcasts that has been out. The name of that podcast is The Model Health Show. His website is The Model Health Show. So anyway, Shawn Stevenson of The Model Health Show. You guys pick up this book, Sleep Smarter. That's the reason why the health topic, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. The health topic of the week was about sleeping. I got that from this book. So go pick up this book. Okay, for our press and fly segment, I am talking about speaking things into existence. I don't know if people believe in that sort of thing, but our words are very powerful. Okay, I used to be the type of person, I used to just already deny things in my mind. So if I thought about it, I would say, nah, that's not gonna work. Or if somebody said, Jian, maybe you should do this, I'm, nah, that's not gonna work. And then I had someone, a wise old man, ask me one day, how do you know? And I looked around like this. Like, I just know. Like, why would something like that happen to somebody like me? And he said, because you deserve it. I do deserve it. I do. So I tell people all the time, you know, that's what you deserve. Because we do. We deserve good things. So I have started to speak things into existence. If I want something to happen, then I speak it. And I speak it a long time and a lot. I sure do. Just like in the last segment, how I said that Shawn Stevenson is my mentor and we're going to collab one day, and he doesn't know that he's my mentor yet, but he's going to know. He's going to know. I'm not going to stalk the man or anything. Absolutely not. Because Jian don't stalk nobody. I have 3 children. I cannot go to jail. But, I just tickled myself. I am going to continue to work until I can get to the caliber where I'm noticed by him and others, by the service that I'm providing for people that I want to provide it for, and that opportunity is going to present itself. So whatever we put out, whatever energy we put out is what we manifest. If I'm putting out good energy, you know, just good bubbles and magical dust, because I'm a unicorn, then what I'm going to get back is a whole bunch of dope miracles. I didn't have to put dope in front of miracles. I'm going to get back a whole bunch of miracles because that's what I expect. And if I get something back that seems wrong or bad, it's just a lesson that I need to apply in the next step or the next phase in the process to make sure that I get my miracle that's coming. So people, all I'm saying is speak things into existence, and we're going to speak positive. So don't say negative things like, I wonder when you're going to stop talking to me, or I bet that's not going to last long. Well, yeah, if you're saying stuff like that, it's not going to last long, and I am going to stop talking to you. But if you say things like, you know what I aspire to do is to speak to large groups of people on a weekly basis and tell them how they can reach their goals, then guess what? That's what you're going to be doing. If you say things like, you know, I'm ready to die, most likely you're going to die. Yeah. So let's speak positive words and put positive things out in the atmosphere, and we'll get positive things back. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me for the second episode of the Unforgettable Forgetter. I really appreciate you guys watching. I am striving to get 100 subscribers. That is not a lot. Right now I think I have like 53. Yeah. So I want to get to 100. So please subscribe, like, and comment. And please share if you think that what I'm talking about is worth sharing. So until next week, you guys continue to be well and strive for well-being. Make sure that you get quality sleep. So do what you need to do for your devices. Lay down early to wake up early. Check out Shawn Stevenson of the Model Health Show. And also make sure that you speak positive things into the atmosphere so that you get your miracles back. All right? All right. So until next week, let's press and fly.